Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't trying to go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Peace. Welcome to another episode of the Urban X Podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm Malcolm. This is the Black Dot. Still a Black Dot.
I'm always going to be
sometimes
who I am, baby.
But thank you guys for joining us. Number one father and son podcast on the planet Earth.
Yes, on a Monday, a slow sort of Monday, information-wise.
Man, nothing's happening.
So we're going to have to dig deep into, what we do to kind of make something happen. It's sad that we're hoping some stuff happens. Sort of like a funeral home. God damn, nobody died this week.
Yeah.
Damn, numbers is down, man.
There's some shootings, some mass shootings.
Yeah, but I'm trying to use that as an example. Like if I'm into death, then I need death, man. What do I do? If I'm into crime, I need crime.
This is true.
If I'm a lawyer, I need somebody to break the law. Shit. So it's funny how the system just kind of feeds itself.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, just interesting.
So I hope everybody had a great weekend. How was your birthday weekend?
Birthday weekend. Off the meat rack. Went out to a spa resort.
Nice.
Sat up, popped a couple bottles.
Nice.
Some massages, some swimming time. All the good things. Went down dot video with appreciate it. Somebody's watching Born Allah. Shout out.
Nice.
He gave a tribute and played my album.
Yes.
From 11 or 12 years ago. Very thankful for that. And Odyssey, showed up with a boyfriend, which was cool. And so we kind of just allowed them to do all the young stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And zip lining and all that kind of stuff. And so it was very great. I appreciate all of the well wishes that came through via social media. A lot of well wishes came through, and much appreciated. So watching. Oh, this your 52nd birthday? All right.
Nice. Happy B-Day.
That's what we're talking about. And so a lot of overwhelming love came through via social media, family, friends. And then my grandson sung happy birthday to me. That was the icing on the cake.
He did.
And so that was super, super dope, man. And so very, 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 in awe of just the support that came through.
Nice.
So I was completely happy at 55 years old of some of the stuff that took place,
Yes. What did I do? I went to the Spike Lee, Michael Jackson, Prince thing in Brooklyn.
All right.
That was cool with the fam.
Yeah, I know it was crowded out there. Yes.
It was packed out there, and we went out there with great intentions. Like we was about to,
lay a blanket down and
no, it's too many people.
Yeah, it's way too many people.
We walked through, then walked through again. They said, nah.
Because you got to understand, it was canceled for a few years due to the COVID situation.
Yeah.
So people were, anxious to get back out there and sort of celebrate. I went out there one year.
Yeah, it was packed. Like,
boy, it was.
Yeah, and then like it's funny because like everybody out there looked like they should be starring in a Spike Lee movie.
Yeah.
Like everybody had the earthy aesthetic.
Oh yeah. You can get lost out
Black
there.
hippies. It was nice out there though. So if you was out there, and I was trying to see people, but it was just too many people. Out there.
Especially when you're chasing after a young one.
Too many
as
people.
well.
Oh no, he was in the stroller. We didn't even let him leave the stroller.
Got you.
Because no.
Nice.
Then we went to Slutty Vegan.
Okay.
The new one in Brooklyn. That was cool.
Yes.
I called some loyal sluts, and after we ordered the food, so always a good thing.
Yeah, they're building one in Harlem, I believe, soon.
Okay.
Because I haven't heard a lot about Slutty Vegan lately.
It's good.
I don't know if I know the food is good. I haven't eaten it, so I can't really say. But in terms of where they were peaking, just about a year and a half ago, and I haven't heard a lot about the sister. I don't know if family life. She's taking some time to just. Spend some time with family, which is always good.
But see, what's crazy? When it comes to people who run actual businesses, like the real fast growth, if you're not having people invest in you, it doesn't happen. You have to come from the ground up. So one location at a time. She was in Atlanta for mad long before she just decided to branch out. So I respect it.
No, I
Take
do
your
too.
time.
I do too as well. And eventually I'll get over there and get some of her food.
Yes, pretty good.
And roll call.
Okay, I saw. Hold on. I see Boogie Down Bronx. What's good?
Throw your X's up.
Jacksonville, Florida in your house. Okay, we're going to talk about y'all.
Oh, boy.
We're going to talk about y'all. The Bay Area in the house.
Thank you for the Cash App.
Memphis in the building.
I saw
Naptown, Cincinnati.
All right.
Georgia. Newark, Brick City. What's happening? Detroit, Oklahoma City was good. Palm Beach, Baldwin Harbor, New Haven, Atlantis, of course. Cincinnati's in the building. Oh, thank you. Tampa Bay is in the house.
Yeah, Detroit, Asheville, North Carolina, Brooklyn, stand up.
Thank y'all.
We thank you for being here with us on this Monday. It's a historic Monday.
Yes, it is.
So let's get the show started.
Yes, it is. All right, so let's go. Oh, real quick announcements. This Friday.
It's over.
This Friday's the last day to lock in your $5 a month or $50 for the year.
Can't do it no longer than this, guys. Can't do it
for
no
the
longer
membership, right? If you've been following us, in this month, just this month, we've been giving you a sneak peek of all the stuff that we're doing in the membership with exclusives that are fire. People will tell you that they're fire. Real Mentalities, we got a new episode dropping soon.
Oh, we got a new episode dropping. Ooh, soon. Ooh.
Like this week, soon.
Ooh, new episode.
Right?
Classic episode.
Yeah, this was a doozy.
This was a doozy.
Courses.
Yes.
Matter of fact, we just dropped another course, brand new one from Ani Osaru from Geometria, a whole 6 parts, 6 videos.
Videos on Geometria.
So take them at your leisure.
And so, because you want to know mathematically where this thing goes.
Yeah.
When we're dealing with people who are trying to run rings around us, they have a system in place. Now, the system is advanced, but we ask, Ani Osaru to break it down piece by piece so at least you can have some form of understanding. Remember, we're going to be dealing with practical courses, and we're going to be dealing with some courses that challenge you. So we finally released the Ani Osaru course on Geometria, however you pronounce it. And it is
extensive.
But
take it at your time, your leisure.
And we're gonna interview him. For members only. Yeah. He's got some stuff about hip hop and Hawaii that blew my mind.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so again, and then we have the morning meetups coming.
That is also coming.
That's gonna be for members as well, and it's gonna have all of us. You want to see us in action? We're going to be in there every morning for 90 days. Not just talking about health and wealth. We're going to be having a good time in the mornings, kind of getting our day started together because we have more in common than we think we don't.
Yeah.
And so getting up in the morning, you may not be a morning person, but you may say, you know what, I'm going to commit to this and allow it to change certain things. So we're going to go through some stuff for the morning meetups for members only, but we can't do this forever.
Can't, man.
So Friday...
Right, listen, man. $5 a month or $50 for the entire year. Like, I feel like I shouldn't have to tell you how much of a steal that is.
Yeah.
But everything that you're getting in there, like it's a steal. It's a steal.
All right. See, somebody else had an Earth Day in there. Okay.
All right, so let's get started.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So today is the 60th anniversary of the March on Washington.
Today, 60 years ago, family, today.
Now, I think, we should talk about how, when you see videos from the 60th year, when you see videos from the March on Washington, it's always in black and white, even though they had the technology
That's interesting.
For it to be in color. So I feel like, I remember my friend telling me this, that they put a lot of these pictures and videos in black and white to make it seem like it was further back than it actually was.
Absolutely.
60 years is what? You 55.
Yeah, exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it wasn't that long ago.
Right. So 60 years, it's not that long ago. And, we have this discussion, these debates of, how far we've come, and then if we really didn't come that far because,
Right.
people can, do a lot of wizardry with statistics and show the actual reality of the situation and things like that. So what are your thoughts on the 60 years?
Okay, so the fact that I wasn't born when this happened,
Right.
My perspective may be a little skewed as opposed to some of our elders who were actually bear witnessing. However, 55 years here on this planet, not a lot has changed as much as you think it has. And then when I reflect on me not understanding the PSYOP aspect of things that was going on back then, what they were controlling, how they were controlling narrative, including making this thing in black and white. But keep this in mind too, I'm not sure there were color TVs back then. And so a lot of the footage synchronized with that on people viewing it through the television. 60 years of having a dream, and America is more racially divided than ever, save for what some people say what hip hop has done in terms of musically bringing people together up under one banner, so to speak, but economically, politically, socially, spiritually, and all of the things that really matter.
Yeah.
There is still racial divide in this country. Now, with that being said, I'm not claiming victimhood, because your life and your potential to do what you need to do with your life is still on you.
Absolutely.
But we're not going to ignore systems that have been put in place to keep a small amount of people, you know what I mean? And then the very term white and where that term came from and how it was used to manipulate poor people. When so-called slavery ended and all poor people was in a certain class, and to get those people who didn't look specifically like us to turn against us gave them the title of white, which gave them a false sense of empowerment.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say, it puts into perspective how subtle things can be to warp anybody's mind.
Yes.
Like a real subtle, like we just said, we created a whole, race of people called white people, and how that immediately made, black people in this country, so-called black people outnumbered immediately. Right. Globally, felt inferior,
right.
Globally, and then how we define white versus black, how white versus black is talked about in the Bible or the dictionary, rather, things like that. This real subtle stuff,
especially Black Law's dictionary and the true definition of certain things.
Yes,
and then with Dr. King himself, a very powerful figure. But again, my whole thing is to get our brothers and sisters to realize when you see someone who is given that type of you know what I'm saying, illusion of power, fame, fortune, camera time, there is a reason for that.
And that bothers me so much.
And that when I revisited,
that bothers me so much.
me to find out his connections to specific things, because even he had to admit he was leading his people into a burning house when he realized the level of control that was being placed upon him to move people in direction. And I think from there, it became obvious that we needed leaders. You know, I'm throwing that up like that. And so it didn't matter if it was an athlete, it didn't matter if it was an actor, it didn't matter if it was somebody political, spiritual. Those, which I've always said, they didn't need to control millions. They need control of one who have control over millions. And so the psyop in place. But for my moms and those of that era, what this moment meant was something totally different.
Yeah.
And that cannot be overlooked as we do Monday morning quarterback shit.
We have to, and this is like a real popular thing to do on YouTube now. Just go back in time and place your knowledge and your understanding of things and go, oh yeah, I was stupid for doing that.
Right. And that's not fair.
Not right.
That's not fair, and that's not right, because when all of them people marched on Washington, and what King represented, even as an archetype figure for my mother and so many others and my grandparents, to see him step on that stage and say in his mind what he thought would be, because remember, that wasn't the speech.
Right.
He put the speech in Kyrie Irving's, was it Kyrie Irving's pocket? No, not Kyrie Irving's dad.
It was It was the guy who. No, it was the guy who one of the Nike guys.
Nike. I don't know why I got Kyrie Irving. I'm still slow from all the champagne and shit. Okay, so but right, and so the "I Have a Dream" speech, just in a vacuum, what he was saying was very powerful, very short, very to the point, very powerful. So putting ourselves in that mindset, because I'm gonna tell you again, perception is your superpower. You can't understand what your elders or your ancestors were going through until you try to remove what you think you know now. Of course, it's easier now to go, dude. I wouldn't have been no slave, because as soon as they came.
Listen. We have data in the last 3 years of what we thought we would actually do compared to what we did,
and we were proven wrong.
We have data.
When the rubber hit the road, niggas were slaves. Niggas reverted to, you know what I'm saying?
Tell me what to do, Fauci.
Tell me what to do, Fauci. I don't know what to do.
Come on, so let's
all
not,
of that shit y'all was popping.
Yeah, let's not.
Y'all had a moment. Y'all had a moment to prove it, and a lot of y'all didn't. So please stop. Yeah. And so, from that perspective, I'm trying to be fair and balanced.
No, absolutely, you have to be.
What it meant 60 years later for those who are still here trying to fight the good fight. But then we have enough data now to go, let's just look at the results and say, there's more prisons built in this country in the last 60 years than ever before. There's more black people, black men in particularly, incarcerated. There's more people sick. There's more people disenfranchised. There's more people who are just out of place.
And you can argue politically we're probably worse off.
Probably, yeah. Probably worse off now. But that might be for everybody, not just black people in general.
Side note, so I posted something on Facebook the other day, just about how, because this weekend, we posting up content on Instagram and stuff like that, and people were just in their feelings. Like if we're talking about like, the Trump mugshot, which we'll get to and stuff like that, people are like, good, and Malcolm, y'all don't know nothing about, history, and, the Democrats are here to save us, stuff like that, right? So I posted something about just how I can have a conversation with somebody and say, Biden and Democrats are criminals. They don't care about you or anybody else, right?
Yeah.
Somebody goes, but what about Trump and the Republicans? And they just as bad. And I go, facts. But what does that do about my original point?
Absolutely.
Right? So one of my classmates from high school, white dude, he commented, he basically Exactly, right? But I had remembered me and him got into a real bad debate in 2016 when Trump was running. Malcolm was in his feelings about Trump and racism, and even though I wasn't, in on Hillary, but I had to apologize. Like, me and him talked about it after, recently. Like, I had to apologize. Like, I was really just like in my just not understanding of just how this works, and that was 2016. It's not that long ago,
Right. And see, my point with that is, when we're dealing with science in particular, see, religion is one other thing, because a lot of time religion, there's a ceiling and you have to keep recycling and regenerating the thoughts based on that. Science is supposed to be the exact opposite, in which new information is supposed to come out, which is supposed to change my views. You know what I mean? Because I can look like a walking contradiction, but if new information comes out and we are in the pursuit of getting to that point,
Facts.
We have to go, all right, 4 years ago I thought this, but after further understanding how deep this rabbit hole goes, I am now in position to go, I have to rethink those. And that's the flexibility and freedom you get when you call yourself a scientist or one who's trying to just deal with the facts. When you add emotion into it, into the mix, and now that emotion forces you to be uncomfortable, because truth is supposed to make you uncomfortable, man.
Yeah.
It's supposed to go, damn, is that? And you read it. I read it a couple of times and go, God damn, is that what it is?
Yeah.
And it's supposed to do that.
Yeah.
And then you have to sit with it, and then you have to adjust if that's what it's about for you. So know and understand, it's a lot easier for people to just deal with religion. You know what I mean? Or deal with religious beliefs, or deal with the religion of being told what the truth is. That's a religion too. I'm being told what the truth is by social media, you know what I'm saying? The white elite, the cabal or whatever. And that is a form of religion too, because there's no thinking involved. There's no great conversation back and forth. And, conversation that can get spirited, but neither one of us get in our feelings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been fortunate enough to be around people we go up, and then you don't get in your feelings because this ain't personal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is about, these are the facts. And so this, bringing it back around to...
And we're like you said, we're in a beautiful time. Just like this stuff coming out, and it makes you it makes you question everything. Like, why would they lie about that? Then why would they do that? Then that goes into,
Yes.
And depending on, how, I guess you are mentally, I feel like if you kind of carry around that, childlike wonder, I think it is fun.
Yes.
It's, you know what I'm saying? I've been, just open to just, what if that is the truth?
Because
what if that is,
being intrigued by something more so than locking your brain off and going, well, that's what I was taught.
Yeah.
Or you know what I'm saying? Or that's what they said it was.
Yeah.
And so being intrigued about the journey, because along the journey, you're finding out more about yourself. Mm-hmm. This world is not what we think it is. I'm going to say that again. This world is not what we think it is.
Yeah.
And we are in a pole position, to now, really uncover in a small period of time.
Yeah.
In the next 3 to 5 years, the quantum leap of information, science, technology that we are about to embark on can set us up for the next 50 years.
Yeah.
And when it's revisited in history, and you say, well, wow, there was a jump there with the internet. Wow, there was a spike there. There's going to be a spike, you know what I'm saying, in digital technology, AR, artificial, this, that, which is going to, again, propel us onto a whole nother level. The secret is to still stay grounded within the spirituality that you possess, because you possess the real power. Bringing this all the way back around to Dr. King. Who was my mother's favorite?
Yeah.
She cursed me out when I tried to...
She's cursing you out right now.
Yeah, she said, don't you dare say no crazy about King.
Yeah, guys, I wish that she was still around. The way she used to just punk you.
Yeah, she
in
punked
front
you.
of me. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
in front of me. Like, it was
she
just
was
like...
the ultimate. She was the one person I had to bow down to.
It's like, shut your
Because
I was
she
like,
was sharp, she was quick.
Yeah, I was like, no, what?
Yeah, so now I have to take it out on you.
Yeah.
Live on TV all the time.
Yeah,
and so
nobody defends Malcolm.
if you love King,
Yeah.
for the archetype symbol that he represented for you, I'm talking to my elders now. You know what I mean? Because they've been through some battles and some wars that a lot of you would never even endure. You hate to say it, but some of the stuff that they endure was stuff that you ain't built for, especially when it comes to actually fighting back. A lot of them did fight back. Of the new generation who may just be dealing with information, it is a great topic to study so that you can see, when you want to know about the unknown, you study the known, you can see how that's being applied now with your favorite actor, your favorite athlete, your favorite rapper, and all of these people that are put in front of you. We just got finished talking about some of the stuff we saw, because we saw Mayor de Blasio
Oh, yeah. Dude.
eating French fries and a burger and was blatantly disrespectful to anybody's level of intelligence. When you think about these burgers, I want you to think vaccinations. Oh, these come with fries? Can I eat fries too? And it was so...
She was like, so, get your vaccine. I was like,
It was such an insult on your intelligence because it had nothing to do with no data, or it just was saying if you are such a knuckle dragger that you want French fries and a burger, that you would let them poke you in your arm. So it just was bad. And then it led to all the battle rappers, other rappers who was the people who were going for the money grab. And it was a clear money grab. You know, you can't say, well, I didn't know based. No, you was out there buffooning for that check. And that was only 3 or 4 years ago. We see you.
We remember.
And
we
this
remember
is important because we could be coming back upon a time where they want us to put the mask back on and they want to do a redo.
Yeah, and now it's worse because like now we understand, like we've armed ourselves. I'm talking about collectively. We've armed ourselves with so much information in the past 3 years, and they having the force to come out. The CDC just came out and said 99% of the people who passed away from COVID, it wasn't actually COVID. That just came out, right?
Well, yeah.
They also came out and said that masks is holding bacteria. You basically have a petri dish on your face.
Stuff that if a 12-year-old would be able to figure out. We abandoned all common sense during that time. There's an old saying of Tennessee, Texas, first time on me, second time. Well, if you fool me, you can't get fooled again. Right? So they get ready to replay this whole scenario because we're coming up on they do these things in a year period before election and all of that because it requires them to have steps in place to build up the specific momentum that they want to create the agenda. Now, your vote does not count. This ain't about your vote. This is about your cosmic agreement to the bullshit so we can continue to imprison you on this planet. I'm going to say that and continue to say that. Those who physically walk down to vote, they are just acting out, stuff in their mind that they think matters. It was never about that because they already know who the next 5 presidents can be and they can manipulate anything you can manipulate using machines they have already done. This is about your cosmic agreement, your spiritual agreement to say, I believe that when I press this button, this person is going to make life easier for me. And in doing so, you're saying you're transferring your power to someone else. And when you transfer your power to someone else, the results are what they are. So I'm asking you, do not participate in it. Because then that's saying I do not agree with what's taking place. Along with that, you are arming your ancestors to go, okay, we have to protect so-and-so because they have not signed this agreement to be enslaved, to be impoverished, to be raped, murdered, tortured, etc., etc., etc. And so that's going to be the secret sauce that we're going to be discussing on a 90 days straight, guys. We're going to be beating this in our heads.
Along with the planners.
Of course, because you have to write it down in the planner to make it your sorcery, your specific spell and sorcery is you writing it down, commanding self that this is what today is going to be about. And I'm super excited about that. And I want you to be, so, make it happen.
Absolutely.
All right, somebody hit us in the super.
Toby Brown, thank you. Get them likes up. Yes.
Yes, thank you, Toby. Appreciate it.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Yeah. This is random. So, this last show we talked about India's moon landing thing, right?
Yeah.
So forced me to do even more digging because I said I don't believe anybody's made it to the moon, right? So I didn't know this, but apparently Richard Nixon, when we got to the moon, called Neil and Buzz.
Yeah.
From a rotary phone, Dad.
Yes.
A rotary phone. And said, "Hey, guys,
how's it going?" Yeah. What kind of Wi-Fi was these motherfuckers dealing with?
We can say it. Sometimes our stream just mess up and skip. It's 2023 in the 60s. Come on.
He picked up a rotary phone.
One of those.
And he dialed the moon.
Yo.
Yeah, he dialed the moon. And we sat there in amazement. Holy shit, we're on the moon, Sally. Right? Again, but perception.
Yeah.
Of the whole process, that we could even go to far out places. First of all, the moon is probably right there. That's a whole nother story. But the perception of one small step for man, one giant step for mankind. And then, like we said, he's the first one to step on the moon who took the fucking picture.
Yeah.
Who was in position to catch him stepping down on the surface.
Yeah.
Who took that picture?
Yeah.
Huh? You see what I'm saying? So all of that stuff is, and the fact the coordinates are no longer available.
Yeah, we just don't have.
Lost them in a garage sale. The official word is some garage sale. It was there. And it's gone.
Yeah, we
garage
just
sale,
can't get it back now.
Rotary phone dialed to the moon.
So,
somebody took the picture.
So think about all of the institutions that are dedicated to satellites, dedicated to rocket propulsion, think about that, and just think about how much money we've wasted to just keep this lie going.
This is but. It is the most important lies. NASA in particular, is the most important institution the world has ever seen.
Right.
Don't at me on this because they have you on a prison planet. They have you thinking that there's something out there. You are rolling around on a goddamn concrete slab somewhere. But the fact that they control your mental, physical, and spiritual, because everything you think in alignment with your cards, and it's all based on some shit they put up there. So you can't even spiritually manifest beyond what your perception of reality is, because you need a point of reference, right? Now, of course, subconsciously. And infinite consciously knows it's far greater, but it needs a vehicle of concept and thought to, get past certain points. And this thing is crazy.
Yeah.
And they spend trillions of dollars. You saw the astronauts on the space station, green screen. It's all.
Yo, I couldn't believe that. Because I remember reading and seeing videos about the coordinates that was missing and the path, the exact path that they took, that's gone. So and it takes a lot of resources to get that back and to recreate that. But what I did not know, he called
Yeah.
On a rotary phone. I could not believe that, bro. I'm
Call
sorry.
the moon.
Yeah.
Right? Now remember, rotary is plugged into the earth.
Yeah.
So what, they had a long cord?
Yeah, dude.
And then what about the mouse that was found on the
Oh, and
spaceship?
the last joint, yeah.
The last joint.
The last joint, yeah.
Dude, come on, man. I mean, so what happens is you just choose to believe that bullshit. That's all.
Yeah.
And we all have, let me say this, because I gotta be a buck with it. We all have our levels of bullshit we're willing to accept.
Yeah.
Some shit I believe, I go, nah, son. I didn't know. I choose. It may be above knuckle dragger shit, but it's still.
But it'd be knuckle dragger to somebody.
It'd be knuckle dragger to somebody else. Like, I can't believe that knuckle dragger shit.
Right.
So we are all knuckle draggers in our own right.
Yeah.
Stop thinking you super duper intelligent. You're a knuckle dragger to somebody else. And it should be time for
and feel pride in that.
Of course.
Feel pride in just knowing.
Because what you're trying to do while you're here on earth is to come from slumber to walk upright. You know what I'm saying? Come out of your knuckle draggerism and walk upright. That's all I want to do while I'm here.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't want to just knuckle drag.
Yeah.
No. Jeez.
Now we'll take a quick commercial break.
A quick commercial.
We'll be right back.
We shall be right back.
And now.
This summertime on Patty Z Radio, each and every Saturday, DJ Z drops some cool summer romance jams from 8 to 10 p.m. London time. Follow at Patty Z Radio on Instagram and Twitter for more info. Patty Z Radio, get lost in music. Patty Z Radio, get lost in music. Patty Z Radio, get lost in music. Welcome to www.presto.shop, your personalized photo creations. We have everything from hoodies to t-shirts, keychains, mugs, and cups. Our items make great gifts for graduations, birthdays, celebrations, holidays, and so much more. So reach out for any special occasion and send your pictures over, and we can turn it into something beautiful and spectacular. We specialize in everything from rugs, blankets, pillows, cups, and so much more. Contact us today at support@presto.shop.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Chanel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, sending you lots of love and gratitude. Thank you so much for allowing me to continuously connect with you and your spirit team. Know that whether you're receiving guidance and confirmation with an angel oracle card session, or you're having your energy centers realigned with a chakra balancing session, or you're releasing trauma and pressure with a mental healing session, I am here to be of service to you. Visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess.com, to see all my services and availability, and also visit my YouTube channel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, where I have hundreds of videos for you to follow through and learn more about your spiritual journey. Thank you so much for connecting with me, and until we connect again, one love.
And we're back.
Yes.
Shouts out to those businesses. Shouts out to Chanel.
Chanel, who was at the Invest Fest and ran up on Blue Pill.
Nice.
Blue Pill said, he was like, I know that voice somewhere.
That's dope.
And so shout out Ascending Infinite Goddess, who gets around and look at the power of advertisement. You know what I mean? Trying to tell y'all, You know what I'm saying? She stay in the grind. She be like, no, sign me up.
Yeah.
And so that's real dope to travel places and be recognized and, things in that. So Blue Pill spoke highly of her in some situations in his life that he
dope.
needed to get her, she got him through some stuff.
But speaking of InvestFest, so every time I heard about InvestFest, I'm saying, oh, it's a waste of time. I didn't know it was so many people, like actual small businesses there.
Yes,
and
that
booths and stuff
component-
like that. I love that stuff.
That component of
Yeah.
it was probably great because you're getting money in real time.
Right.
You there with your merch.
Right,
and you're
right.
there doing business. So that aspect, that kind of goes hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
And so, when I'm up here goofing on them, I'm just talking about the speakers and stuff and some of that stuff. But the actual hands-on business aspect has to be great.
Yeah.
If you set your booth up and,
doing actual small business with people.
That's in real time.
That's dope.
And that's probably for the people who are almost a step ahead of those who are sitting down. 20,000 people are sitting down. They don't know what they really want to do yet.
Yeah.
Some of them, the ones downstairs, were probably there last year and have set up. And
That's
now,
dope. Yeah, that's dope.
So that aspect is super dope. But Malcolm, I got super bad news for like your grandparents and stuff. Bob Barker.
Oh, I was like, what the hell? What's going on?
Bob Barker
Yeah, man.
has died again.
Wait. Are we not thinking about Alex Trebek here?
Bob Barker is dead again.
No.
Just gonna say it, all right? Price is right. His price was right a couple times already. Okay? I know I'm not crazy unless we are in a parallel universe.
Yeah, I mean-
This could happen. Your shit can bleed over. I specifically know this man was dead. And then I wake up on my birthday or the day before and he has died
That's a Mandela effect?
again.
Another Mandela effect?
That's all I'm saying.
Y'all thinking of Alex Trebek?
No, I know Alex Trebek is from the Smart Show. Like,
Jeopardy?
yeah, Jeopardy. I had to really do some thinking, and my mother would whip my ass in that game all day long, run rings around me. I said, you know what? Let's go to Price is Right, bitch. Huh? I bet you she killed me in that because she do all the shopping in the house, and she just was whipping my ass. This man is dead again. But condolences again to Bob Barker.
Somebody said he didn't want to hit 100, so he did 99.
So he did 99.
He's true to the game.
True to the game.
Yeah.
That's how you know the fix is in. They spun his wheel. You know what I mean? And boom.
That's crazy. A lot of people saying that same thing.
I don't know. Somebody got to tell me something. But again, in alignment with our grandparents who used to sit in front of the TV and watch this. This was a good show. I sat down with my grandparents, you know what I'm saying, the older people, and I'd watch The Price is Right.
Speaking of TV shows, I think today or yesterday was like the 30th anniversary of Martin.
Oh, shout out the Martin crew. 30 years?
30 years, yeah.
30 years.
Yeah.
Wow, that's big.
Yeah.
That is big, and they've all done pretty good for themselves.
Yes. And rest in peace, Tommy. Tommy passed away.
Tommy passed away, but he didn't have no job, so
That's true.
you know when you don't know where to use your time. No, shout out, R.I.P. Tommy. Tisha Campbell did well.
Yes.
My girl, Tashina Arnold.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna keep it a bean with you.
Gang. She invited to the wedding, man.
Yeah, I don't care if I turn on the news and she's involved with the most scandalous.
Oh, we not reporting it.
We are never.
We not reporting it.
Ever reporting it. Why y'all ain't saying nothing about what, son? Ain't
What you
nothing to
talking
say about, son.
Matter of fact, get them out the chat, bro.
Yeah, get them out the chat. You know what I'm saying? Get my moderators, clear all that out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
My girl can't do nothing.
Facts.
Shit, I wish a nigga would. We got the evidence. When does evidence matter?
Yeah.
Huh? We got the video. When does that ever matter?
Facts, you know what I'm saying?
Never. All right, so
That's a fact.
don't mess with my girl.
That's a fact.
So you inviting her to the wedding?
She's invited to the wedding, man.
Okay, we putting that out there. She's
invited
invited to the wedding. Show up. Make that happen.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So I'm clearly out the loop because T hit the chat this morning. She said, "Oh, that Steve Harvey stuff." I'm like, "What Steve Harvey stuff you guys talking about?"
Yeah.
Apparently, Steve Harvey was trending because it was rumors flying around that his wife was messing with the bodyguard.
Cook slash bodyguard. Yeah, I thought it was two people at first. I'm like, damn, now that's crazy. She gonna screw everybody in the house, the pool boy, the cook, chef. I'm like, that's greasy. They said, no, Doc, calm down. The cook and the bodyguard is the same person.
Okay.
Which is ironic because how would you ever complain about his food? This nigga's 6'7", probably 250. Like, you like that? I'm like, this is the most tastiest meal I ever had, nigga. Shit. And so the rumors came out. A lot of rumors, all speculation. I mean, let me hit Leslie.
Allegedly.
Let's get Leslie in here. We don't know if any of this stuff is true, but they're saying that she was in an entanglement with the bodyguard named Big Boom. This nigga name is Big Boom. Shit. And as a result of that, now she is filing for divorce.
What?
Yeah. That's the new age chick. She get caught cheating, allegedly, and she's filing for, he has a $400 million empire now.
Right.
And she want half.
But how the hell, if she get caught, how would she get half? Like,
I'm going to explain that to you in a few.
Yes.
This
is all hypothetical. This is all...
During the commercial break, wifey was warming up the shoulder, hitting it with the Bengay, telling me I'm the greatest, you know what I'm saying?
The greatest Dakota of
all time, pulling your shoulder out. You got this, champ. Nobody can mess with you, champ. And so it's just about ready to go in on that. But it's all speculation.
Yes.
Now remember, she has like a checkered past, to say the least. Okay, now she one of them pretty girls from the hood, and Steve, he country boy. He probably, this was an upgrade for him. He pursued her diligently. We know that, and she wasn't really feeling him. But his money got right, and so it popped, and And then she fixed him up. So remember, he's wearing them big ass suits. Shit looked crazy. Big ass flat tops that passed away in '89 and all that shit. Yeah. And so she added some value to his life. Okay. But she's a street girl. You know what I mean? And some of that street shit is, it just is what it is. And so, she reverted back allegedly to her ways. And then long hours. See, this is the thing. Long hours away from home. This nigga got 9 shows.
It's true.
This nigga doing pageants and shit.
He doing Price is Right.
Price is Right and all kind of. His movies all over the place. And so long hours away from your boo and in the kitchen. Let's picture this. This nigga with no shirt on because it's hot. He making brunch and breakfast and shit. And then, y'all get to talking. You know what I'm saying? And she telling you, I just want a quiet life and, somebody to be there. And guess who's there? Big Boom. One thing leads to another. And Big Boom has got her twisted.
Oh, my God.
And so this is what I'm hearing.
Jeez.
Now, again, that's the Black Dot spin on it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you what I think. For her to have the audacity to say, I'm suing you for half your shit, even though I got caught, that means she had something on him.
Oh, God.
That you know what it is. And guess who's helping her with? The actual bodyguard. Who would be with him in certain places to catch him in the most uncompromising positions and have the data to shuffle back to his new boo.
It's true.
And so she's holding that thing that you don't want to come out at all costs. Because if it does come out,
Jesus Christ.
Survey say, this nigga's done. We asked 100 women on the board who's the most goofiest simp going. Bling! Steve Harvey, survey say 77. God damn.
That's the number one answer.
That's the number one answer.
That's the only answer.
That's the only answer. And so, putting it out there. So this could get ugly if it's true.
Oh my God!
They have no kids together. Yeah. Remember that?
I'm hearing people said that they both got on their respective platforms.
They were supposed to. Even at the Invest Fest, he opened up the Invest Fest by saying, I'm okay and Margie's okay. But he didn't say those is all. He just said, I'm okay and Margie's okay. So we have to allow it to play out because
I didn't know
if
this was going on, bro.
No, man, the internet was on fire this weekend with this.
I did good then. You did good. I had no idea any of this was happening.
And so this is where this thing is going. From what I understand, he knew Steve, this guy, Big Boom, before he even met Margie.
Oh.
And he was an ex-pimp.
Oh.
And so his pimp game is... Jeez.
Yeah.
Pimp game is crazy.
Yeah.
And so what if this is another,
I'm intrigued. Come on.
Okay, there's another one.
Come on.
What if he set this whole day, Margie and him set this whole thing up from the beginning?
Ooh.
I introduce you. Let
That'd
me
make an
Steve.
amazing
I got a
movie.
perfect woman for you, man. She's the one you need to get. He's a pimp.
That's some long pimping.
Game, right?
Some long pimping.
Put him in. Steve is, and who he is. Then line everything up. Look at her daughter. Her daughter has got a whole different game plan going.
Jeez.
And then they pull the trigger when they have all the data that they need, including the Bernie Mac data. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that there for those who there's some Bernie Mac data that Steve knows about, in which got Bernie Mac unalived.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is after show talk. This is after show exclusive talk.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, to be continued in the after
You know what? That'll be a good script for my Tubi movie that's coming out 2026.
Nice.
Me and Avery was watching a bunch. I was like, I could do this.
Yeah. I saw one dude. This girl was shooting behind a tree, and he was hiding. Shot his gun around.
He curved the bullet like
on that show. Yeah. I said, okay, that's where they're going with it. Yeah,
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we're gonna see how this thing works out.
Oh my gosh, that was okay. That's fascinating.
Fascinating stuff.
Yeah. So speaking of InvestFest, Diddy he donated $1 million to them.
Yeah.
Not like it wasn't
to Jackson University.
Yes, he donated $1 million to Jackson State University. That head coach got his first win.
Yes.
Shout out to them.
Congratulations.
But like, so the money from that he donated to InvestFest, like it wasn't to like anything specifically, right?
No, it was just to them.
It was just okay.
And I think they said they're going to, maybe expand their platform or something. I don't know. But and then they showed Diddy, shopping and stuff. Kind of cool stuff.
All right.
Stuffuses.
Somebody said, "Well, I am curious to see what this college season looks like."
Oh yeah, this whole season, man! I can't wait for the pros. Everything.
You know what the thing is with the college season, the first like 3 games be like
easy wins, just to kind of get everybody loose, and then the season starts.
Yeah. I don't like those
I'm
games.
gonna stay away from that. I stay away from that. When it gets serious and my nephew's playing.
Yeah, man. Skylar, man.
Skylar, yeah.
This big year from him, junior. This is it.
This the one. He gotta make his bones.
Yeah, man. He gotta
make his bones. Gotta make his bones and stuff like that. Absolutely.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, the cause for Bronny James's cardiac arrest at the beginning of the month, right? That came out. Apparently, he has a heart defect that I guess he's always had. That's what they kind of leaning towards. But they said that it can be treated and he can play again. Okay. So I don't know if that was going to require surgery or.
It maybe requires some form of medication to change the rhythm of his heartbeat. I'm not a doctor.
Okay.
So don't get me started.
All right.
But again, is that the cover story? Mm-hmm. Or will we go and tag you it? Mm-hmm. We can show you how quick we can touch you and change the fate of reality as you know it. It's a big game being played out there. You know what I mean? And so, but I wish him well.
Yeah.
I hope this is something, the children have to pay for the sins of their fathers.
Crazy.
In a lot of instances. Yeah. And so let's hope that he has an opportunity I think the younger brother's going to be better anyway.
Oh yeah, Bryce.
I think Bryce is going to be the one that's going to
like
really be.
And shout out Carmelo's son. He's good.
Yeah, he's gotten really good.
Yeah, he's gotten really, really good.
Nah, it's not myocarditis. Right. It's caused by genetic mutation injection. Oh, okay. It's not that, right?
No, somebody said it's myocarditis
Oh, it
caused
is?
by the.
Oh, is that what they said?
I didn't see them give that, because if they would have come out and said that's myocarditis, then it's a wrap. So
they really can't.
They just said it's a heart defect.
They have to say that they got to kind of work around that.
Yes,
so to speak. Yeah.
Because if when that is the case, it's a wrap. Like everybody's just going, because as soon as it happened, cardiac arrest. Young athlete, we know what's happening here. We understand, so they can't come out and say that. Shout out to Jaylen Brown. He participated in the Big Three.
Whoa.
That was bigger than a lot of people.
That was bigger than you can imagine.
Yes.
Because I'm not sure Adam Silver liked that. And that's my nephew. Y'all know that's my nephew, especially when he's winning games. When he's losing, I'm like, I do not know this thing. I've never seen this thing a day in my life. But when he's winning, and so... by being an active player, being a trailblazer in that sense, saying I support what Ice Cube is doing, even if it's for a few minutes, you know what I mean? It really, really speaks volumes to being your own man and doing what you think is necessary, to lay your mark out there. I just hope that there's not some form of backlash, because Adam Silver and them are gangsters.
Yeah, they don't forget.
And they're gangsters.
Yeah.
When I tell you gangsters.
Yeah.
And they can make or break certain aspects of your career, what you do. And so...
How the media covers you.
How the media covers
how the
you,
refs call you.
He's already a highly melanated, highly intelligent, highly spiritual, metaphysical brother that most of you have no idea. You know what I'm saying? So he's already... on a vibratory frequency that most at his age are not. And so that alone pisses off the NBA, who wants you to just do.
Yeah.
So is Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so these individuals who go off script, so to speak, to do what they feel is right in their heart, they represent a certain energy that the NBA is not really in alignment with. Side note, Winning Time is very good.
Oh man, Noble's not letting us watch it.
Why not?
Because he's not letting us watch it, man. He's just doing a lot when we try to watch.
Give him some sleep medicine.
Yeah.
And if it says you give him 2 ounces, you go, you know what? I don't think 4 kill him. That'll just maybe you put him out.
Yeah.
And put him out.
Yeah, I gotta catch up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Says shout out to Kyrie for donating. Kyrie, he need to just come on the show.
Yeah, he just donated $25,000 to some kid.
He need to just come on the show, man. He be watching.
Yeah. So let's put our connections into our connections.
Yeah.
Let me see, how will we do that? Could we go through Steve Canal, through Swing Cash, into... Will we get the message? Could we go through Sheena Arnold? She out there, Hollywood, she know all them niggas shit. Through Sheena, through my man, go... Could we just ask? Could we start a petition amongst our viewers?
Facts.
Hashtag Kyrie Irving UrbanX. I like it.
That's harassing.
That's harassing. And his father. I want him and his father on the show.
That'd be dope.
Because the father and son show.
Yeah.
Let's sit down.
That'd be dope.
And let's discuss, father and son stuff. Let's get it done.
Let's do it, man.
Let's get it done.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, what happened?
1,675 people in the chat.
Oh, he donated
likes.
Oh, Kyrie donated to the pink sauce lady, cause she just remember the pink sauce girl.
Yes.
She just put up a GoFundMe and said that, cause remember she went viral from TikTok.
Right.
Her orders went out to people. They bought stuff. It was all bad, right?
It was bad?
It was all bad because she didn't
She didn't think it all the way through.
No, yeah, she was just
the
sending
manufacturing process.
Yeah, she was sending hot stuff made with milk and eggs. In Florida heat. So people was getting it. It was bad. Then somehow she got it together. I saw it was in Walmart.
Okay.
Right? Okay. But apparently she signed a deal with that whatever company that got her stuff in the Walmart, she probably signed a bad deal.
Yeah.
She probably, I guess she wasn't seeing a lot of the money, and she put up a GoFundMe and said she's basically in financial ruin and she needed some help. So I guess that's where he donated to.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. And he donated to another kid.
Yeah.
You know, he stayed putting his money where his mouth is.
Yeah, that's dope.
You know what I mean? So that's really, really, really dope.
Milk and hot sauce. Yeah. Yo, side note. There's this sauce at Slutty Vegan. I don't know what it is. I think it's called slut sauce. Mad good. I need some of that.
Pause.
I know. It sounds wrong. Pause, but yeah.
Yeah, milk and hot sauce don't mix. That's not going to be a good look.
But
But again, a side note, it goes to when we speak about putting our business caps on in the midst of Invest Fest, you got to be ready for the happening. You have to see past where you are. And so when they take off, you have a contingency plan in place. You really got to think through all of what are we shipping? How are we shipping? Because even us, we have shea butter that we realize we just can't ship to certain places because then it starts melting.
Yeah, and to get on the clothes if you order a shirt
and shea butter. Imagine getting your hoodie and it's got, you know what I'm saying, shea butter all over it.
We had glitter shirts that it was hot during like peak of summer. We put like a business card like on top of the glitter. It got sticky.
Yes.
Messed up the shirt. We had to send out another order.
Yes.
You learn stuff.
You learn stuff as you go. And Kyrie Irving is in New York right now watching Coco play at the U.S. Open.
Oh,
all right.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody hit him up. We got time. I'll wake up in the middle of the night. Kyrie, he's up. He's here. He's down.
Yeah, let's get it, man.
Let's get it. And so the happening, I always been preaching that here for 5 years. What are we going to do when, something, somebody holds up your book or this and that, and we have to be prepared.
You talk to people all the time who's starting small business, and they want as many customers, and I get it, right? Because customers, right? But then I go, okay, if you were to get 100 orders right now, would you be able to fill them?
Right.
No.
And they go, no. Right.
What are we talking about then?
What are we talking about? Exactly. My cousin is selling barbecue sauce right now. His name is Big Marv.
Yeah.
And it's tasty. It make you smack your mama and your father. Everybody gets smacked from the barbecue sauce. And so we're trying to bring him along slowly. He just got it in a supermarket. Shout that out. You know what I'm saying? Dope. And so we're trying to bring him along so he can understand if this thing blows, you know what I'm saying? How are you going to manufacture, all of this stuff? Interesting stuff.
Very. So, apparently Tucker Carlson is in talks right now to try to interview Putin.
That's going to be big. You thought the Trump interview was big.
Dude.
The Putin interview would break the internet, would it not?
Dude.
Wow.
But he's playing I'm talking about Tucker, he's playing a dangerous game.
He's playing a dangerous game, Malcolm. But is it a game that he's being allowed to play?
Yeah, right.
Right? You understand what we talk about? When you think somebody is rebelling against it, you cannot rebel against this system. This system is designed, individually you can rebel, but it won't have no impact because they control, the minds are connected by a web now, you know what I mean? And so all of the minds connected by a web controls what it is. But there has to be opposition in the mindset of the people.
Yeah.
You have to think this person is against the system.
Speaking of controlled opposition, that guy Vivek Ramaswamy, the one who was running for presidency as a Republican.
Yes.
The one who's saying all the right things, right? He's saying, I supported Trump and we need to do this, we need to stop sending money to Ukraine. He has a checkered past that a lot of people are starting to look into now.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is apparently his claim to fame is he is a successful business person. His business is worth a couple $1 billion and stuff like that. But he won the business, it's never put out a successful product. So people was like,
that's interesting.
People were starting to just go, all right. He was featured on the World Economic Forum website. He sued them to get it taken off. The guy Klaus Schwab wrote him a handwritten letter apologizing.
Ooh.
So people was like, how the hell, wait, come out.
Whoa.
How the hell is you getting them to apologize to do anything?
Wow.
Right? It's like a lot of stuff, weird coincidences that a normal person would not be able to get away with.
Got you. So again, that's going to tie back into, and remember, your government is using artificial intelligence like ChatGPT, quantum.
Yeah, yo, some of his answers, I'm just like, yo, that was too good.
Yes.
And
so they already know problem, reaction, solution. They already know there needs to be opposition. The people need to feel that their choices matter. So somebody like Tucker Carlson, who can easily be touched, first of all, to come up through those ranks, you had to go through a specific initiation. So we know everything we need to know. You are not independent unless you are independent from the ground up, and how many of them are. Right? And so you was just on Fox, goddammit. Give me a break. And so we don't want to lean too much to think. But as a part of this shit show, you watch to see what information comes out that's going to pivot your thought, your mindset, and what's coming down the pipe, brothers and sisters.
And I got that information. It's this Asian guy who, he doesn't do any theatrics. He just talks directly into the camera. Very slow. Shows
Methodical,
his facts.
yes,
And I'm just like, yeah. And then again, however you feel about the person, whatever.
It's the information I'm concerned with. Yeah.
Like, just verify it for yourself. Just go, oh.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Snap. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, that's why I like my information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break.
Yeah, I think we'll take a quick commercial break and come back.
We shall return
with some more scoop.
Tonight, there's growing outrage over this video showing at least 2 police officers in Kenosha, Wisconsin with their guns drawn following 29-year-old Jacob Blake as he walks around the front of a gray SUV. We paused the video after he opens the door with his back to an officer. At least 7 shots can be heard.
Don't think we don't see your pain. I got a real mentality, a better view of reality. This is life that I'm battling. Hey, don't think we don't see your pain. I got a real mentality, a better view of reality. This is life that I'm battling. I got a real mentality.
Yeah, we at the old world famous Oasis, Alkaline Oasis, out in Brooklyn. And to commemorate 50 years of hip hop, I think it's important that we launch this series speaking about hip hop, its potential, its effect, and all that it has done, or, to our generation. And so, since I'm the elder, I'll open up.
Okay.
But I have 3 different generations of hip hop lovers with me. And so, for 50 years, it's been a long journey, but I also think that it's important that everyone gets a chance to reflect on what hip hop meant to them when you fell in love with hip hop. So Eli, when did you fall in love with hip hop?
I fell in love with hip hop around 2009, 2008.
Who was the artist for you?
I would say probably Drake or Lil Wayne.
Drake or Lil Wayne. And these are monumental artists still to this day. Malcolm.
I would say, to be honest with you, I think my first was probably DMX. And then I got into Busta Rhymes because of his videos.
Yes.
And then I started watching Cash Money with Lil Wayne. That was my guy for a while. And then I came back to Lil Wayne once he started going on his run. And then I was in the car with Marcus. He was driving me, I think, to football practice, and a Biggie verse came on, and it was the most incredible thing I had ever heard ever in life. And then I went on my whole Biggie rabbit hole, Eazy-E rabbit hole. So I was kind of everywhere with it. Like, I didn't really have a set person I followed, you know what I mean?
Gotcha. So. And Marcus, you being the elder out of the 3.
The first experience I started to fall in love with hip hop was listening to Chris Cross.
Yes.
Jump.
I remember taking you to their
my first concert.
And you wore the clothes backwards. It was real
my first
cool.
concert. That was my first and last concert ever, as far as a music concert. And I had an amazing experience, even though I was sick. But that was a footprint in my hip hop journey. And ever since then, I've always learned to listen to different artists like DMX, Biggie. It took me a while to catch up to Jay-Z because he was so far advanced.
Yes.
But Criss Cross got everything sorted.
A better view of reality. This is life that I'm battling.
And we're back.
And we are back. We thank you for your continued support. We got a new episode, which will be a new trailer too.
Yes, Friday.
Friday.
So that lines up with you signing up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get this thing going.
Mm-hmm.
Get this thing going.
We got a bunch of new stuff coming for the membership as well. We killing y'all. We killing y'all.
Yeah. We value your time here.
Yes, absolutely.
And we want to make sure that you hang out with us because we don't, as you know, we don't have a lot of corporate sponsorship. None.
I'm about to say a lot.
Yeah,
we don't have
corporate
any
sponsorship. And to do what we do, and then you watch some of these guys getting 30, 40, 50 million, and they're not even talking anything near what we're talking. It hurts. It hurts.
It does. I'm not gonna lie.
It hurts.
I be feeling away.
I be feeling this right now.
It's all good though.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
But yeah, shout out to Quaness. Thank you for our mods out there.
Yes.
If you have any questions about your membership, info@urbanx.nyc. I will get to them as they come, as fast as I can.
Yes.
I am busy during the day.
Yes.
But yes.
Yep.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So do you want to talk about the shootings, the mass shootings?
Yeah, I'm just noticing that there are a bunch of mass shootings, which is right on time.
Right on schedule, yeah.
Right on schedule. See, once you've been through,
they all fit the narratives as
they
well.
all fit the narrative. They're all racially motivated.
Yes.
There's some bikers at one point. They saying now that this guy from
Jacksonville
is connected to the Alabama situation.
Yeah, he was mad about the Alabama.
He was mad about the Alabama situation.
Doesn't that sound like
that's just too easy.
Perfect, like
too easy. Even though black people, I'm not gonna lie, y'all was taunting the hell out of white America with them chairs. I saw a girl with these chair earrings, a dude riding around with a chair on top of his car.
I saw, he had a chair like,
a holster.
Yeah.
So we, as black folk, we really know how to rub something in.
Yeah.
And I could see though how if you already on the fence about who black people are, to see them celebrating an event of this magnitude like it was a national holiday.
Yeah.
And with the social media era, see, this is different.
Mm-hmm.
Social media era, some people are just doing it to have fun and have a good time. And the memes that were coming out of this, when I tell you, I saw somebody in the store swinging a chair like, trying it out.
Yeah.
And so it's easy now for them to just connect the two.
Yeah, there was actually another shooting on the University of North Carolina campus today.
Today, it was another shooting. There's been a lot of, they say shootings happen often, but now they're being reported now.
Yeah.
Right around this 1 year cycle,
and
as we hit this election year.
Yeah, the election season. But what I have been noticing as well, though, every time there's a mass shooting, depending on the race of the person, we know the manifesto, what their motivations was.
Yes.
But when it's when it doesn't fit the narrative, we don't get it. Because remember that trans shooting who shot the kids a couple months ago. Mm-hmm. No reason, nothing behind it, no real fanfare behind it because it was a trans person and didn't fit the narrative.
Absolutely.
So this one, white guy, mostly racially motivated. We get, black people up in arms. We get white people up in arms about the black people being up in arms.
Yes.
Fits everything. You know what I'm saying?
There was a shooting of a brother against the police. I think it was in Pennsylvania. They said thousands of rounds of ammo. You could hear it. He was going up against, I think it was 47 officers called to take this brother out, a Moorish brother, from what I understand. And he was letting that thing go. You know what I'm saying? And finally succumbed to injuries. I believe it was in Pennsylvania. Please don't quote me on that. But it was one guy. And when they said thousands of rounds of ammunition.
Damn.
That's a lot of ammunition being fired. You know what I mean? So R.I.P. to the brother who, you know what I'm saying, went through that. Andre Smith, thank you.
Thank you for the super
very
chat.
much for the super chat. Appreciate the support.
Yo, did you guys see the that football coach that got fired? Oh, he got arrested in Atlanta.
Yes.
For punching one of his players in the stomach. What the hell?
I didn't have too much problem with that. You know, you fucking kids, man, get together, make the tackle, man. Fuck. You know what I mean? And he kind of did it on the slide, like, motherfucker.
He was supposed to, like, slap the helmet or something. Don't punch him in the...
Yeah, he punched him in his gut. You know,
Hell,
I mean,
come on,
that
dude.
might have been a bit extreme, but
A bit?
if we was in a locker room, I might have choked your little ass out. These wins mean something to me. Nigga, I know this is Pop Warner, nigga, but I didn't get a chance to go pro. And now I'm vicariously living through you, little fuckers. Oh, his mother's coming up. Shut up. Fix your face.
You never get another play again.
I'll never start your ass again. Fix your face before you go out there. Yeah, he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
You know, he's all right.
We'll get it together.
We get it together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he got arrested though.
Yeah, because that's like
Side note,
especially with today's soft kids. Come on.
that documentary of that, remember that school, Bishop Sycamore, the fake school?
The fake high school.
That fake high school. That documentary is up. I gotta watch. I heard it was crazy.
So how did he pull that off to get on ESPN with a fake high school?
Yeah, and he's like apparently like not apologetic about it at all.
No, he got his kids the looks they needed.
No, they didn't. They got trashed.
Did they?
Yeah.
I thought they were good.
No.
I thought he had a bunch of kids from jail.
No, they got trashed. They were going against like top IMG Academy.
Oh, okay, okay, got you.
They got destroyed.
So they took a beating.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, well, you know, it is what it is.
So I said, man, high school coaches in Miami were brutal back in the day.
Yeah, fucking brutal, man. Kick you in your damn ribs, nigga. Shit. Run them laps, you running with a log and shit, and it's hot. Shut up. You want to go pro, don't you? You know, so it's all depending who the coach is. You know.
Goodness.
I was always commissioned to give the inspirational.
Yeah, that was your job. Yeah.
Speech to the kids.
Yeah.
You know. Stuff.
Yo, did you guys see LL Cool J on stage? Apparently, he was talking about rappers too good to perform and too big, and they retiring and stuff like that. A lot of people think he's talking about Jay-Z. So, and it's two videos. It was I guess a radio or podcast interview.
Jenny Lim, thank you so much for the support.
And the other one, he's on stage.
Right, I saw the one he was on stage.
The one he was on stage, apparently people said he was talking about somebody from the group Houdini, I think.
Okay, well, first of all, one of the members from Houdini is
passed
dead.
away, yeah. So I think he was talking about some.
Yeah, Jalil.
Yeah, he was talking about somebody because they said he wasn't talking about Jay-Z specifically. But I guess the shoe fits.
Yeah.
The shoe fits.
Because I asked that question a week ago.
Yeah.
I said, well, where's Jay-Z? But I didn't just single out Jay-Z. I said, where's Jay-Z? Where's Diddy? Where's Dr. Dre? Where are the bigger names who've made their billions off of hip-hop? Where are they to even lend their energy? Because Jay-Z has often said his presence is charity. And so I felt his energy was needed.
Yeah.
During this time. So, and we know these two have often had a beef. Because when Jay-Z took over Def Jam, Jay-Z wiped his slate. He got rid of Redman, Method Man, all of that stuff, and then brought in Jeezy and Rick Ross, and a new paradigm of gangster street narrative. And that didn't sit well with LL Cool J, who is the premier artist on Def Jam. He made Def Jam. You know what I mean?
He made the term GOAT.
Yeah, exactly. And so...
Funny enough.
And then there's rumors that Jay-Z beat him in a battle, or back in the day, LL is nice.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? LL was nice too now. So, and I think L wants that smoke now. So you trying to say LL can't take out Jay-Z at this moment?
No.
With the plaid locks in his hair, fucking paintings
because
shit.
Jay-Z's gonna do another 10-minute verse on one of Khaled's new. Khaled got a new album coming out, so he's gonna do a 10-minute verse on Khaled's new album. He gonna say something about LL, then everybody's gonna act like it was the greatest verse that they've ever heard of all time, ever in the history of time.
But L is active now. See, L is
he still raps like he's in the 80s though.
I don't know. I haven't heard the new album yet. If I had to put money on it, I probably would say Jay would get him. But I'm not gonna put money on it because you don't know how long LL been waiting for this moment.
He gonna bring up something from like 01 or something like. Yeah.
No, he might just have bars.
No, that'd be crazy. Though.
He
Like,
might
imagine
just
he just came back and
bar him.
That'd be crazy.
And force. See, because he represents a different school. There's a lot of people who rock with LL because he represents that true school. And then if he just come with straight bar, not Melly Mel bars. Lord, don't do that.
He's got to do it.
Don't come with the Melly Mel bars. But if he come with some straight bars, because he's still, you know what I'm saying? He's still brolic.
Yeah.
Ladies still love him and shit. Ladies love Cool J.
His head is this big though.
Yeah, that is true.
It's big though.
And then Jay-Z now is wearing suits and he's got the Basquiat painting look and shit. He's walking around and kids and shit. So maybe Jay-Z is out of his league now. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of stay sharp. Now, in Jay-Z, because Jay-Z don't write. So Jay-Z in his mind is probably going, this is what I would say to this. And so Jay would get in the booth, because I know how this shit work. I've never written a bar down in my life, besides like in 1981. So I'm already writing in my mind for the opponent or the situation, but Jay-Z just extreme with the shit. So he'll get in the booth, be like, yo, he already got the rhymes in his head. You play me some beats. Nah.
Yeah.
Play me another beat. Well, hold on. Bring that beat back.
I got it.
And go in the booth and in one take.
Yeah, impress everybody.
And niggas be like, oh, this nigga's the greatest.
Yeah.
And he'll just come out the booth like, you know. Yeah. And then he'll probably hit L with some bars that just fuck crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the way that would go.
That's what's gonna happen.
That's what's gonna happen. So yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds.
I look forward
of
to
Urban X.
So apparently Saudi Arabia is joining BRICS.
All right. Saudi Arabia. Isn't that our open enemy?
No, Saudi Arabia, like Biden and the U.S. government.
Iran and Iraq.
Yeah, Biden, they be kissing Saudi Arabia ass because they got that oil money.
Yeah, that oil money is thick.
Right, so now they talking about if they join in BRICS, and if they create this new currency,
it's a wrap.
And I didn't see this stat. Apparently, with all the countries that are in BRICS, that's like 40% of the global population, apparently. And more countries are on waiting lists to try to get on.
But let me tell you what's going on, Malcolm, and this is just my humble opinion. While we're out shaking our asses, partying, celebrating, they are aligning a new world order. You know what I mean? And when we come out of our stupor, because one thing black people can do, we can party and we can be distracted. Once we come out of our stupor, this whole thing could be over.
Yeah, and
you know what I'm saying? And
then I think America, in its desperation, like back behind the corner, is going to force a world war. That's the only move we can make. The only move we can kind of make,
because
as far
if
as
55 to 1 on the American dollar, dude, that's Mexico money, bro. That's 55 pesos to a dollar whenever I go there now.
Yeah.
I don't have a stack of ones, because that's what you would do. I have a stack of fives.
Oh, snap.
And I be on my Diddy shit. Like, yo, 5 for you, take care of your family, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? 5 for you, take care of your family. I be out there balling, feeling like I'm doing my part to help humanity. You know? Yeah.
So that's Mexico.
Shit, I be out there like, huh? $1.
Oh, my God.
53 pesos. Come on, man. Come on, man.
So
I'm feeding families out there.
It's looking like that. Somebody said the army is short-sighted, short-handed, expected draft. That too. But you know what's crazy? They said it's like some crazy stat. I think like 70% of Americans would not even qualify for the military if that were the case, because so many of us are out of shape.
Dude, we are in the worst.
Like, yeah, we're just in a real bad position right now.
This is not America 50 years ago, where people were lying about their age to join the draft.
Yeah.
To fight for their country.
Yeah.
No. This is not that. This is something totally different. Why has my chat been removed? I have no idea. Oh, there we go. But you understand my point? We don't fight for who? What?
Yeah.
Sitting around eating goddamn burgers and fries and Transformers. There's a lot of Transformers out here. And no, this whole thing is man, punks, dudes who've been bullied online and need psychological help.
It's true.
Athletes being punched in the stomach, crying and shit. What kind of world? You should be able to push his head in the fucking mud. I want this win. Donnie's 7. I don't give a shit. I want this win now. Give it to me. You know what I mean? You can't do that now. You can't talk about these kids. Can't do shit. So, imagine a war.
Yeah.
And then I'm next to you. I don't know if you're a transformer.
Yeah.
I don't know where this thing is going, man.
Yeah.
Do you have me? When I say cover my ass, I don't mean that in the literal sense. Oh, I got you. I'm watching your ass. No, motherfucker. I gotta do this shit. You know how you, but not my actual ass. Cover me as I roll over in position, motherfucker. Don't. Yeah. So who knows what this shit is?
Yeah,
man?
I saw a video of this soldier in the army. He's getting disciplined. I guess he was making racist jokes, and people in the military were just like, yeah, that's all we did, and everybody was just okay with it.
That's all they did. You know the sergeant on the line talking about, where you from, soldier? Ain't nothing but faggots out. That's what they did.
Yeah.
To harden you up. You can't do that now. You be in HR.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? HR department. And that's, so what kind of war?
True that. Yeah, we in bad shape, man.
We in bad shape, bro. Let's just admit it.
Yeah.
America's in bad shape.
Unless we use our, laser technology.
Well, they got laser technology too.
This is true.
Trust me. This whole thing is off the rail. I'll be watching on TV because obviously my hemoglobin won't allow me.
I'm draft dodging, baby.
Yeah. I'll be watching it on TV, giving you a play-by-play.
I am draft dodging.
Yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Yo, so I saw a report that the owner of OnlyFans, who owns the platform, he made $1 million, I think, a day in bonuses. So last year he made like $388 million. He made like $1.8 million in bonuses a day.
Wow.
Himself. So he made like $388 million
just in bonuses. Wow.
That's crazy.
A lot of people watching ass, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of people watching
But
ass.
see, that business lesson. He said he didn't do it. He created the platform for y'all to do it.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, sheesh, man. What kind of, god damn.
I'm trying to get
top pimp of the year, exactly. Somebody said that's space. Lower dose to that space age pimping. Word.
Yeah, that's definitely space age pimping for your ass.
God damn. 388 mil. All right. So, the other day was the day, I think it was your birthday. Yesterday was the 3-year anniversary of Chadwick Boseman passing.
Yes, I believe it was. And 3 years flew by. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It really, really did.
With some of like the most shocking news in a minute, like that caught me way off.
Yes. And and again, looking back on it, I'm so glad we didn't take an opportunity to jump on the negative stuff. We noticed that there was a change in his physical appearance, and we blew by it, like, and I'm
Hopefully
glad we did.
okay, yeah.
Because sometimes, we just be up here trying to have a good time, and we can
Mm-hmm.
Now, side note, Michael Jackson's birthday is tomorrow.
Yeah.
I had said the 25th.
Okay.
35%.
Okay. 35,
Inaccurate, but the people quickly told me tomorrow.
Got it.
It's Michael Jackson's birthday. You know what I mean? So you'll hear a lot of Michael Jackson tunes being played, and so that's a good thing. We still don't have 1,000 likes.
Oh, can you guys hit the like button, please? Please, pretty please. Yes. So the other day, the CDC announced that the N95 mask don't work against smoke particles. Now, interestingly enough, because they said smoke particles can still get through, can still harm you. But interestingly enough, the vid particles are smaller than that.
Are smaller than that.
So they just gave away the entire game.
Again, this is, what do you want to do with the information? I told you, falsehood is here.
Yeah.
Truth is here.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. They can even tell you now, straight up, and you still gonna be 6 feet apart with a mask on. I guarantee you the next month or two.
So I saw that the CDC said that they don't plan on doing any lockdowns, and people think that's because the information already came out that was already
That's what they was
got
gonna
leaked.
do.
So they said no, we didn't say we were doing that.
Okay, again, Malcolm. Information of that magnitude don't get leaked. So it had to be leaked purposely, probably just to test the temperature of the people, to make sure that they become your heroes and say, no, we're not going to do that. We would never do that. And you go, and you relax, and then they hit you with another virus of some other shit. These people are devious in how they lay things out. Whenever I hear about a big leak, I go, who had the power and capacity to leak something so close to the vest of the people in power, unless it was meant? Sort of like you in negotiation of your contract and something get leaked that you interested in a certain team. Who the hell leaked that?
Yeah.
Somebody wanted that leaked to begin. So we have to look at these things on those levels as well, because there's no way a plan that is supposed to lock down the world suddenly get leaked without a bunch of bodies behind how this thing got leaked. That's all I'm going to say.
Got it, okay.
So I'm always like, leaked. So you take it for face value.
So I see people begging for another lockdown. Yeah.
Well, I will be PPP-low in this time.
Oh yeah, we ain't gonna miss this boat.
Shit, I'm gonna get PPP.
We ain't gonna miss this one.
EWC, WIC, WIC, I'm getting all that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Apparently there are thousands of kids still missing in Maui.
In Maui.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Now, again, these events, child trafficking in particular, there are parades that they have, and this is like a parade. This is a fest, a grab, and it happens, 3 or 4 times a year, calamity happens. And while you, under the guise of the calamity, are missionaries who fly, who have the money and the resources to fly into these places under the guise of helping, and they're there for the children. So I would not be surprised if 1,000 children are missing in a place like that. It is a fest of sorts.
Damn.
And that's the easiest way I can break that down.
Yeah.
All right, we at 950. We can get 1,000. Let's get some questions in there.
Yes, let's take some questions, you guys. Take some questions. We just spoke about that. Somebody says masks with microscopic holes cannot stop viral particles. Yeah. And people were saying that people were saying okay, if I had, remember when doctors and things were first coming out, they said, the mask that we have to wear to be able to get away from smoke and stuff like that, it does not even compared to these flimsy ass masks.
Absolutely. They show the masks of dudes who have to paint homes.
Yeah, right.
They gotta wear, and they like, wait a minute.
Right.
I need this to paint.
Right.
Let alone what you need. So again, Fauci and them just they played us. They played us, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Somebody said a silly guy told me someone dropped the match. You talking about the Maui fight? Yo, the things that people believe when it comes to what was happening, and then you realize how many people believe it, and then you realize how many people you're kind of fighting against.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And that's why you have to conserve. I gave you the formula about how to use your energy. Before you go in, you go, is this worth my energy? Am I talking against people who don't read, who don't research, who don't analyze, who are stuck in their ways and just want to argue, that's too much of a waste of energy.
Yeah.
I choose to reserve my energy. And it's a great thing to scroll past something you don't agree with and just keep scrolling. Someone said, can we order them journals now?
Not yet.
I tell you what, when they're in the air.
Yeah.
When they're in the air, then we will start taking orders because we want to make sure that they get here in a timely fashion.
Absolutely.
And manner. The police chief told the Hawaiians to run back into the fire. Do you hearing real stories of some real bizarre stuff? But I would not be surprised because the stuff that came out from Katrina and a lot of these other events is very shocking.
Yeah.
And so I would not be surprised.
Did y'all speak on the chemical fire in Louisiana?
No, there was a big chemical fire recently in Louisiana, but it was almost overlooked because something was taking place in Australia and somewhere else where simultaneously fires, brush fires, there's a lot going on at the same time.
We spoke about this like in the eve of possibly lockdowns. They're talking about climate change like it's an event.
Right.
Like it's in like, yo, climate change is gonna come after you, it's gonna start these fires. Like that's how they're talking about it. And you're seeing more and more just random fires all of a sudden.
Right, and then you want to know about the unknown you studied known. This ain't never happened before to this magnitude unless you're telling me now the sun is in a position it wasn't before and the solar flares are creating. But why do they look like beams of light?
Yo, dude, at the same time,
it's the question.
So at the same time, like there are like, you know, climate change activists and stuff. There's information coming out just contradicting that. Apparently, paper straws harder to recycle than plastic. They're more toxic than plastic straws.
Ain't that something? And I've seen that test with that blue cloth now.
Oh yeah.
With them lasers. So it ain't no speculation.
That too.
I've seen that. And you know what I mean? And it's interesting that we call the project Blue Beam.
Oh, yeah.
And what is it about the blue spectrum in particular that's making it, you know what I'm saying, difficult for these lasers to pick up? Remember, what was that thing called? Oh, that was LASIK But wasn't it a blue beam in that too? I don't know.
Dash said, I met PMD from EPMD on the same flight. He noticed my Conscious by Nature hoodie.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Thank you.
Nice. Well, them rappers in particular, they busy. They flying around the country. The 90s rappers are really, this is their moment, and I'm happy for them. To finally get some of the recognition. A lot of the pioneers, remember, this generation just don't know their music. A lot of them ain't even have music enough to sustain a concert. And we have to take that into consideration too when we want so-and-so to be on this bill, but they only had a song or two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the 90s era in particular is the ones who are reaping the greatest benefits, I think, because they had like catalogs. You know, 2, 3, 4 albums in which they can travel and at least for the rest of the year sustain themselves. And I'm not hating on anybody making their money.
Did you guys see? I saw a video. I think Lord Knows sent me this video. He definitely did about the 23rd 9/23. You seen that?
9/23. Is that from the movie Jim Carrey?
Yeah, it was a bunch
Jim
of...
Carrey has a movie out called 23.
Yeah.
That was phenomenal. It needs to be revisited. But I did hear something about 9/23.
Something's supposed to happen on 9/23.
So that could be interesting to just... And we're in Mercury retrograde now.
Yeah.
Among other things.
Yeah.
So... some things that we reached 1,000 likes.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Did you see Undisputed?
I saw the trailer of Undisputed, and it's a disaster.
I saw clips, and Skip couldn't even get a word in.
And I don't know if that's by design, but that's too much melanated energy up there.
Yeah.
Now, again, barbershop talk, and it looked like a barbershop. You know what I mean? And so let's see how this pans out.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we'll see.
Undisputed is God. Yeah, it's terrible. And I know.
Thank you, O.C. Smith.
Shannon was laughing his ass off watching that. Because
Shannon for sure.
Crazy.
And I'm glad to see Michael Irvin get back to work.
Yeah, but
and a few things, but I heard Wayne got a new song.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
Now for them, and so we'll see how it plays out. it's gonna be a war in the ratings, most likely. So we'll see. All right, it's time to get out of here.
Yes. We have an after show.
Yes, let's do an after show.
We have an after show, so we'll get that going. I said one more question, then we are out of here.
Okay.
One more question. Then we go on. Don't forget, join the membership. $5 a month, $50 for the entire year.
We got the counter up there. There's 3 days left, but that's it.
A couple days left, man. September 1, midnight. It's wrap.
It's a wrap.
Okay, price goes up, and that's what happens.
And dude, just get the $5 and put it on there, and don't worry about where the next $5 is gonna come until you have to put it down. If you got to sit around and be damn, when I'm gonna get the $5, dude, then you need to be. Your concern ain't this show. You need to be out working. Tell you didn't watching this show. You be filling out applications or something. Yeah, niggas, goddamn. Yeah.
And with that being said,
peace. We love you all. We will see you Thursday.
Yes, Thursday.
On the eve of the end of the $5 membership forever. It is never coming back, Malcolm. We came back once before. This is never, ever coming back. I just can't do it for this price. Not the type of information, the energy, the love, support that we're doing. We just can't do it.
You know what I'm saying? But we'll see you guys in the after show.
We will see you in the after show. Peace.